Bienvenidos, horror fans. We are back here at Scarefest 8 here in Lexington, Kentucky. And I got Jeremy here from Dark Designs with us. How you doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing exceptional. This is our Desert Dwellers' first time here in the event, but I'm guessing you're a seasoned vet?
We've been here a couple years in a row, yep. Yeah, every year they seem to add more celebrities, there's more vendors, they're bringing a lot of cool new stuff. You can walk around here and see anything from masks and costumes to jewelry to candles, incense, palm readers, psychics, just about anything you can think of in this realm. Any collectibles, celebrities, anything.
A true variety of horror, and we, since being a horror variety show, this was our destination. We had to be here, man. So speaking of costumes, we have some of the most incredible mask work and full-on Predator costumes that I've probably ever seen. I've scoped out a few at other conventions. Yours are officially licensed, though, right?
Yes, they are. About this time last year, actually, we approached Fox for the licensing for the Predator suit. Now, I honestly thought they would laugh me off the phone because I'm a nobody from nowhere, Kentucky. But we had an idea. We wanted to go with it, so I thought, what do I have to lose?
Doesn't hurt to ask, right?
Doesn't hurt to ask. If you never ask, you'll never know. So I called him up, left a message. The director of licensing called me back and said, hey, we need to talk. And so I was like, oh, crap, they're serious. So I called him back, we talked, and ultimately, here we have it. And so we've got the Predator one, actually to your left. We've got him over here. He was our very first release. The suit we have here, it's a full body suit. It's sectional, so you've got a little bit better movement. There's more comfort, mobility, more functionality out of the suit.
Articulation and whatnot.
Exactly. And we made it that way so we could fit a broader range of people. So this suit will fit somebody 5'8", all the way up to 6'5". Waist size is 30 to 40 inches, no problem.
Versatility, man.
Exactly. We want to get as much mileage out of it as we can and fit as many people to make happy customers.
Exactly. Well, I mean, anyone who is an avid fan of this particular warrior alien, I mean, very nice, very nice. So when did you first get into this type of creation? I mean, when did it become a passion?
Actually, not till about 2008. One of my good buddies that I actually co-own our haunted house with here in Lexington, Wicked World Scaregrounds, he started his own studio. And I saw how things worked and how things were made and how they make masks, and I thought, well, that's cool. Let me give that a shot, because I've always been interested in haunted house, Halloween horror type stuff. So I got into sculpting that way, and it turns out I really, really loved it. And before that, I really didn't care at all, But once I found my passion for it and really realized how it worked, I got into it.
It was like a snowball downhill type thing?
Exactly. It was one of those things I never knew I was interested in until I did it.
Yeah.
And then it just went from there, and in 2012, I started Dark Design Studios. We make silicone masks, and now we have the Predator license, and it's just going from there. There's a lot of other stuff we're going after. We've talked to Fox and some other studios on some other licensing projects down the road. We're really excited, and it's sky's the limit from here.
Any other Fox properties, like possibly the alien who has gone to battle with these creatures many times?
I can say this. We'll be wrapping up the Predator 2 license next year. I have already spoken to him about the Aliens license, which it's on hold because they're shooting a new movie. Yeah. But as soon as that's wrapped up, he's back on the table.
Neil Blomkamp, man, we're stoked for that one.
But we've talked to some other studios on some things down the road, but we're really excited because we're huge Predator fans. We started releasing our first variant of Phase 2, which is Big Red over here from the Dead End series. We're releasing those. Next spring, we're releasing our Dark Horse series, which will be the comic versions. After that, we can start releasing our own custom variants. So get ready to see things that have never before been made or even thought of. We're really excited.
So then I have to say, did you actually like any of the Alien versus Predator films, or did you think they were as garbage as I did?
Well, I'll say this. I'm still a huge fan of the first two. The AVPs, I wasn't a huge a fan of, and the last one, Predators, was all right, but...
that was a little bit better. I mean, it was at least better than the Versus films.
Right. Shane Black is going back to the drawing board.
That was my next question for you. You beat me to it, man.
Going to it. And I'm hoping that he will do it justice, because he's written some really great movies.
He worked on the first one.
He worked on the first one. He was in the first one. I think he wrote Iron Man 3 and a couple other really great films. And he said
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which is good.
He's disregarding AVP and Predators, I think, and going back to the original. And I think he's doing a straight sequel to Predator 2. And so hopefully he's going back to the original concept and is really going to do it justice. I'm excited.
So then Arnie or Danny Glover?
Oh, gosh. I think
Predator 2 is underrated in my opinion.
Honestly, I think I like Predator 2 just a little better. I think I do. I mean, I'm an Arnold fan, but I think I do like Predator 2 just a little bit better.
I think the lines are a little more iconic in that first one, like I ain't got time to bleed and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I think they really elevated the mythos of the character with seeing the alien skull in the ship and all that.
Exactly. They took more story into it of who he was and where he came from. So yeah, I really dug it. But yeah, the first two, huge fans, hands down, more so than the rest.
How long does this process actually take for you? I mean, from start to finish to make one of these masks itself, maybe not the Predator suit or something like that, but a mask.
Okay. The silicone mask, there's usually anywhere between 20 to 30 hours worth of sculpting time in the mask. The molding can take, 1 or 2 days. Then the casting itself takes a couple hours for the silicone to actually cure. Painting can be done in a few hours. But in all honesty, it usually takes me at least a couple weeks to do a mask. Some guys sculpt slower, some sculpt faster. It just all depends. But now on the Predator suits, I sort of say since there's a lot that goes into these guys.
Obviously.
There's a lot of casting. All of our suits are lined with a really soft urethane foam. It adds another level of comfort and wearability, and it also helps the suit keep its shape when it's stored. But usually the suits, it takes about 2 weeks to do a suit. Sometimes if we're really cranking and we have some extra hands in the shop, we can usually turn around a little bit faster. But normal wait time when people order is about 3 to 4 weeks.
So then you have a team actually working on this process, obviously, right?
We have a very small team right now. We're hoping to expand.
Hoping to expand, yeah.
Yes.
Very nice. So for the masks, though, are those done like actual face molding then, like a face?
They're actually sculpted on a generic male live cast.
Okay.
And so they'll stretch to fit just about anybody. That's the beauty of silicone. It's like skin. It stretches, feels, and moves like skin. So you could wear the same mask I could wear, or he could wear, or they could wear. It'll always stretch and snap back to fit the wearer's face. And that way you can actually emote through the mask. You can show emotion through the mask. You can smile, you can frown, you can talk, you can move your eyebrows, and it shows through the mask. So a lot of people have seen these this weekend on some of our actors walking around from our haunted house, and they've mistaken it for makeup, and it's actually the mask.
So the last question that I was going to end with, since we always got to take it back to horror, what is a film aside from these franchises we've discussed that really stood out to you, maybe in your early years?
Okay, other than the Predator movies. Of course, when I saw that as a kid, I wanted to be Predator. I wanted to be an alien. But it was always the Nightmare on Elm Street series.
Amen.
As a kid, huge fan of that. That was my guy. Freddy Krueger was my guy. So yeah, he had pizzazz. He had a really cool weapon, and he was just an awesome character.
Awesome. So Nightmare on Elm Street, solid choice. That is one of our favorites here at the show too. Good. I got to extend Jeremy a grande gracias here, and let's toss out some information, not just about Dark Designs and where people can learn more about that, but also the haunted house you mentioned too.
Okay. I started to say Dark Design Studios. You can check out our website. It's actually getting redone at the moment. DarkDesignStudios.com. The haunted house that I co-own with my good buddy. It's a Wicked World Scaregrounds. You can check that out at WickedWorldScaregrounds.com here in Lexington, Kentucky.
Very nice, man. Well, once again, thank you so very much for speaking to us today. It was a pleasure to gush about some characters that are near and dear to my heart as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Righteous, man. Well, we're going to kick it back to you guys. We extend the grande gracias once more, and until more Scarefest coverage comes at you, stay scared.